Hi, my name is Anna. I wanted to make a second video. Hope there might be more to come, I don't know. But I'm sorry about the lighting. I wanted to answer questions that I get through you guys, or from you guys through Tumblr. I've been getting a lot of questions about how to maintain a relationship when you have a mental disorder. In some situations, I know that you guys might have, like, just one person has a mental disorder. I've experienced that. It's fucking hell, actually. At least mine was. I respect and admire you guys who are able to get through it. I just felt so alone. The person, no matter how many times, and no matter what he said, no matter what he tried, like however he tried to be there for me, I just felt alone. I felt angry and I resented that he couldn't relate to what I was going through. I resented the shit out of him. In my situation now, we've been together on and off for about 4 years. I dated the guy who didn't understand. In the middle, it's complicated, but not cheated, just we weren't together. So we both have mental disorders. He has anger management issues, depression, and OCD. I have panic disorder, OCD, generalized anxiety disorder, depression, and I recovered from an eating disorder. I think the most important thing to know is that mental disorders will cause tension and will cause stress and cause so many different kind of emotions that it's a recipe that can cause fighting. And I think that's really important to know, that, like, just because you guys are fighting doesn't mean that you guys aren't good for each other. It doesn't mean that you guys aren't healthy. I mean, it might, but I really, in my opinion, the fighting is good, because I think it gets a lot of that stress and a lot of that tension out. I know that sometimes Nick and I, we fight, or we'll be fine and everything will be fine, and we'll be doing really good, and then both of us or one of us will just be having a really bad day and we might get into it, and then we're good. After that, we kind of lash out and we let it go, and yes, sometimes we do take it too far. I definitely have a temper. Not many people would know that, but I definitely have some issues when it comes to irritability, and yeah, so sometimes his anger and my irritability, and we just clash, and I'm very sarcastic, and that's how, when I deal with things, I get very sarcastic, and it's not really a cute trait, but it could be entertaining, but it's not cute, and it definitely causes some chaos sometimes. So I think it's important to know that as long as you guys love each other and want to be there for each other, and it's not abusive, then that's okay. In my opinion, I think it's really important to remember to be patient and compassionate. I'm sorry about the lighting. I can't seem to. I also have a black eye that you can't see. I got headbutted. I think it's really important to be patient and understand that it takes time. There's a lot of effort. There's a lot of oh, and my boyfriend did not headbutt me. I got headbutted by a dog. I think it's really important to understand that it's sometimes a very slow process, and sometimes it really can take a toll on each other. And I think it's really important to if you're the person with a disorder, be patient with the other person. They don't understand what you're going through. They're probably never gonna fucking understand what you're going through. They can educate themselves all they want. They're not gonna understand.
You know some lady named Gail?
Conversation in the background. And I think it's also really important for a person who is not dealing with it, but is dealing with somebody who is dealing with it, or is with somebody or whatever. I think it's really important to understand that they need support. They need love. They need compassion. They need patience. They need time, and they need to be pushed. I don't care what anybody else says. I didn't want to be pushed. I fought. Anybody tried to tell me something, I was ready to lash out and get upset. But I think it's really important to know that, like, if you're not going to be pushed, you'll never leave your comfort zone. It's very uncommon, I think, for people to very uncommon for people to push themselves out of their comfort zones. Sometimes they need to be pushed. Something that worked for me is to do challenges together with friends, family, whoever it is, you know, but especially in romantic relationships when there's problems going on because of it. I think it's really important to do challenges together, do some exposure together, do whatever, challenge your anxiety, challenge your OCD, challenge your depression, challenge whatever it is that you have to challenge. Go challenge it and challenge it together, because it'll build it'll build a trust, and it'll rebuild a lot from some of the damage that you might do with some of the arguments. I'm trying to get the light. But yeah, it'll help. I think it helped me. We hit rock bottom quite a few times, and it helped. The last thing I'm going to say is to show your appreciation. It's very important to show your appreciation no matter what. I don't care what circumstance might be. It is very important to always let each other know that you appreciate them. You appreciate them being patient. You appreciate their compassion. You appreciate them physically being there for you. You appreciate them 100% of the time, and no matter what. And I think that's really important, because it's really easy for another person to feel like they don't matter, like they don't help, like they're lost, like they're helpless, like they can't help you, you can't help them. I think that's really important. And this is like awkward, but I was requested by a few people, to more than one, surprisingly, for me to just say a few things about myself, things that I guess I don't put on Tumblr, or I don't know. I'm 21. I was born June 15th, 1990. I'm a Gemini. Photography is my passion. I'm afraid of open water. Like, sharks are one of my biggest fears, amongst a lot of other things, but I hate sharks. They terrify me. Reptiles gross me out. I mean, I guess not all of them, but I mean mainly snakes, I guess. This is not my natural hair color. I am naturally blonde. My Swedish and Norwegian roots. I'm very, very blonde, like very blonde. I have a brother who's almost 19. He owns his own business, a junk hauling business that he just started. I don't know how far that's going to go or how far he wants to take it, but it's only been a couple weeks and he's been making money, so it's cool. Let's see. I practice yoga. I'm a yogi. I love it. I'm into it. It's changed so much of me, and I did a lot of it by myself, reading books and just researching and practicing yoga and changing my attitude and changing the way my perception on things. A big influence has been my best friend, who also practices yoga. I have 3 tattoos, one on my upper back, one on my ribs, and a big one on my left foot. I'm going to get more I think it's really annoying that people always make comments to me about being a psychologist with tattoos, because I don't care. There's people that have been in psych wards and committed crimes that are psychologists, so I don't think it matters if I have ink. I love making ugly faces. I do it a lot when I'm awkward, or when I feel awkward. I'm always making strange faces. Probably made a few of them. I think I just did right before I said that. I live in Southern California. I was raised in Miami. I think burping is funny. I love to dance. I like every single type of music. Literally, I like Andrea Bocelli, Marilyn Manson, Nights of the Abyss, Taylor Swift, Andre Nicotina, Coheed and Cambria, Johnny Cash, Elvis, Slayer, like whatever. I like everything. I really do like everything. Don Omar. I love reggaeton because I lived in Miami for a while. I probably sounded really silly saying that, but it's okay. I can kind of understand Spanish. I spoke it a little bit better when I lived in Miami, but don't really have anyone to practice here with, or practice it here with. I jotted things down so I wouldn't say and like as much, but I probably said it a shit ton anyway. And yeah, I feel really awkward in front of the camera, but I feel like it's practice for my social anxiety. And yeah, that's it. Thanks.